Time for our hot topic of the day, sponsored by Burger King. Josh Rosen's fate in Arizona was pretty much set after the Cardinals took Kyler Murray with the #1 overall pick. But even before Rosen was traded on Friday to Miami, he unfollowed the Cardinals on his social media accounts. Well, that didn't sit well with former wide receiver Steve Smith from NFL Network, who ripped the quarterback, saying, quote, "When things don't go your way, you're going to cry in the corner." Yesterday, Smith continued his criticism of Rosen. Take a listen.
I'm getting tired of this generation where when things don't go right, they do this passive aggressiveness. You know, they're passive, well, let me unfollow somebody. Let me do this. Let me do that. My whole thing with Josh wasn't necessarily that I question a player. I don't question a player. But you see what Coach Flores did? The first thing he says when they get him, it says he's going to compete. Man, this game is about competing. This game ain't about what your draft status is. It's about what can you do on the football field. And are you ready to play ball, or are you going to unfollow people on social media?
Shannon, do you agree with Steve Smith?
Smitty, I know Smitty very well.
Okay.
He has a point to a certain extent. And I agree with him, Skip. I don't like the complaining when a player gets drafted. But it's just something, because you have to realize you got drafted. You took somebody's job. It's a cycle. But where I differ with Smitty is Kyler's the #1 overall pick. There is no competition. When a guy gets drafted #1 overall, there is no competition. That's it. Now, I can assure you, if Josh Rosen was Miami's first-round draft pick, say this year, and they brought a free agent in or something like that, there's no competition.
Yep.
They brought him in for a reason. Kyler Murray was there for a reason. You understand that. Now, I don't get the unfollowing. I mean, first of all, why are you following the team anyway? I mean, so what? They had 85 guys at OTAs. You were there, Josh. You need the Cardinals to tell you that? That's my only thing. And it seems, you know what it seems to me? I think Smitty, what he's getting at, it seems to be the quarterbacks. Because Brett Favre had a problem with them drafting Aaron Rodgers. Ben Roethlisberger just last year had a problem with them drafting Mason Rudolph. It's not my job to get the guy prepared. Skip, I didn't look at it like that. When the Ravens, in 2000, we went to the Super Bowl, Skip.
Yep.
I led the team in receiving and yards. I know I led them in reception. I don't know if I led them in yards, but I know I had a reception. And in 2001, I mean, after 2000 season, they take, 2001 draft, they take Todd.
Yeah. Todd Heap.
Yes.
Who became the star of Hard Knocks.
Yes. Now, I could have, like, man, I just led the team in receiving, yada, yada.
Yep.
But for me, the way I looked at it, Skip, I said, now it's my job. And I said, okay, I got one more year here. My job is to get Todd ready to play. If not this year, when I'm gone, I don't want anybody to say, well, Shannon didn't help Todd. Or Shannon didn't teach Todd anything. That was my approach. Because I know I had guys that helped me. Mark Jackson, who was the Z receiver when I was in Denver, Skip.
Yep.
He's the one that showed me I didn't know anything about how to watch film. He the one that told me what to look for.
Okay.
How to read defenses and so forth and so on. So I get it, Smitty, but this is a different set of circumstances. The #1 overall pick is not competing with anybody.
Okay.
That's his job.
So I'm going to reiterate my position about Josh Rosen from the start.
Okay.
Pre-draft last year, I said, I don't love his football character, his football backbone, for all the same reasons that Steve Smith just detailed. And if I can go back to Steve's first blast, which was on NFL Network's coverage of the draft,
right.
It was harsh, but it was accurate. It was really tough, but I still think it was inbounds fair. And his point was that to Josh Rosen, he said, you keep showing us who you were at UCLA. When things don't go your way, you're going to cry in a corner. They're going to ship your ass somewhere else, and you're going to go cry and be their problem. So, again, harsh,
yes,
but I think accurate. And his point was, and I love Steve Smith. I love to watch him compete because he had to earn every step he got on the football field. Every pass he caught, he earned it.
Right.
And he said, ain't nobody giving you nothing up here. The only thing you're going to get on this stage right now is a free ass whooping. And that is true. There's so much truth to that. So let's look at Josh Rosen's background. And I'm sure Steve Smith's been made well aware of the background. He grew up here in L.A., in the Beverly Hills neighborhood. His father was a prominent surgeon who once upon a time was a world-class ice skater, and his mother was the captain of the Princeton lacrosse team. You know that sport? Yeah.
Really good program.
Yeah, really good program.
Went to camp there.
So he's viewed as a little bit privileged. In fact, his father was so prominent that Obama reportedly considered he got nominated
Surgeon
for
General.
Surgeon General. Okay, right. Big deals. So can you be a tough kid coming out of that background? Yes, you can. You can sort of teach yourself to be a tough kid, or your parents can teach you to be a tough kid on the football field.
Right.
Listen, playing quarterback in the National Football League, you better be the mentally toughest player on the field. Sometimes the physically toughest, but as you say, it's to the point now Tom Brady can get away with not taking so many shots.
Right.
Early in his career, no, you couldn't get away.
Right.
But you don't think Tom Brady is as mentally tough as ever stepped on a football field?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Well, so far, this kid has not shown you that. And Steve Smith said, hey, if he shows me, he says, I still believe that in his ability. He said, if he balls out, I'll be the first guy to eat a humble pie. He does have a lot of talent. He's got a big arm. He's athletic. He was a big-time tennis player. So he's got good feet. He won 3 games last year, and he acted like he just won the Super Bowl, right?
And that's why Kyler Murray's there.
Yeah.
So everybody bears responsibility. Josh, I mean, you can't get upset that a team drafted a guy because you could have made this a moot point. You go ball, and granted, they didn't have a whole lot around him.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people at fault for the reason why they have Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
You know, he was upset that, you know, they had this, you know, he was sliding in the draft. He's like, he got to just, look, Rod, everybody can't be the #1 overall pick. They can't have 32 #1 overall picks, Skip. Somebody has to get slotted. You got 7 rounds, 254 to 255 players. Okay. All that means is that you're going to get a little bit more guaranteed. The higher you go, the more guaranteed money you get. But at the end of the day, you're going to get a helmet, you're going to get shoulder pads and cleats. And you're going to have to go show why they took you, where they took you. So all that other stuff about I went to number 20th pick overall, I went to 5th round, it does not matter. Because you're going to have to perform.
And that's why Steve Smith loved it, that Brian Flores immediately said he's going to compete for this job.
Yeah.
Not going to be handed to him, but he will get a chance to compete for this job.
If you're as good as you think you are, go win the job.
Okay, you got it. Then Steve Smith went a little bigger picture. And I'm with him on this, though it sounds like grumpy old man sort of talk. But he said, I'm getting tired of this generation. When things don't go right, they do this passive aggressiveness. They're passive like, well, let me unfollow somebody. I'm good with that. I mean, I pretty much agree with that. But there was a tone setter for this generation, and it's that guy who's out of the playoffs for the Lakers.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, am I right?
No, you're not right.
Is he not the all-time passive-aggressive social media artist?
Well, look.
Okay.
But here's the thing. That's a lot of in the social media era, Skip. Look, if you unfollow, first of all, we're not friends. Okay? I'm cool with that. But that don't mean we enemies. See, sometimes people think, well, you unfollow this person or you're not friends. No. Just because we're not friends, that don't make us enemies. Because I got no problem. I want you to do. I don't want you to do good. But I don't just want you to do good at my table. So if there's another table you can do good at, have at it. I'm not gonna mess that up. I'm not gonna come pull, dump dirt on that plate of food for you. Do you? But they do, Skip. I mean, that's so petty.
I don't know. I took a look at the Cardinals' Instagram. Honestly, every photo was Kyler. He unfollowed them on Friday. Why would you want to see that stuff anymore? I don't think there's any problem with that.
So let me get this. Hold on. I want to make sure I'm hearing this correctly. So I have a girlfriend. We and her break up. And I was following her on social media. She booed up with another dude. And I'm supposed to just continue to follow and like. I'm here like button. I ain't following that.
I don't think
Where did you do that at?
I think it's...
I'm with you, Jenny.
I think Josh has handled... Am I the only one who's going to stand up for him here? He has handled this situation so well. How about the video when he thanked the fans? His reaching out to Kyler saying, if you need a place to stay, jokingly, staying in town for a charity event the day after.
Is he a tough guy? Is he a tough guy?
UCLA.
That's all I want to know.
Hold on. First of all,
poorly about him.
Everybody came... First of all, it's kind of hard to be a tough guy when you come from Beverly Hills and you got a tennis court in your backyard.
It's not that hard.
Yeah, it is.
Tom Brady came from some privilege.
Not like that.
Huh?
Not like that.
I don't know, in the Bay Area, that neighborhood that he came from. I used to live in that neighborhood. It's pretty rich.
Yeah, if you got a tennis court in your backyard, it's hard to be tough. It's kind of hard to be tough.
This is my second John McEnroe reference. He came from some money on Long Island. You don't think he was a tough guy? He was as tough as they come. Jimmy Connors, you don't think he was a tough guy?
No. Them country club sports. Look, here's the thing. Josh Rosen, I agree with you, Jenny. I mean, I'm not going to continue to follow in the Cardinals, and all they got is the guy that they've got to replace me. So, I mean, basically, y'all booze now. Y'all do y'all thing. I don't need to see it. I know you happy. You happy with Kyler. Kyler happy to be there. I'm cool over here. Leave me over here. Let me be to myself. I'm going to find me a boo. Now, Miami, he go down there booed up with Miami. Now we going to see who have the better boo, because I believe I upgraded. Oh, that's what I do it. See, hey, you don't get mad. Somebody break up with you, you don't get mad. You upgrade.
All I know is I don't know anything about following anybody because I don't follow anybody. I don't follow anybody. Why would you follow anybody?
You gotta see what they're up to.
See what they're up to?
No, I mean,
what they're up to. I'm gonna do me.
Do you?
Zero followers.
I'm definitely gonna do me. But I like to see, me and Bron, I like to see what Bron got going on.
Really?
Yeah, I might have to go get me some of that wine that he be drinking.
Does he follow you?
Yes, he does.
He does?
A lot of people follow O'Shea.
So if you open your Instagram, do you have anything that pops up if you don't follow anyone? Or is it just you?
I don't look at it.
You don't look at it?
No. I don't know.
Let me see. All of it.
I mean, I know how to post, but I don't look at what people say.
Don't look at anything else?
No.
And you know what, Skip? They be liking my stuff, like Bron and all of them, a lot of them. They got the check mark. They got the old blue check by their name. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm glad LeBron's
Anybody follow you on Twitter?
You know what? Yeah, they follow me on Twitter. LeBron follow me. A lot of the guys, a lot of the NBA players,
really?
Aaron Donald, a lot of them guys follow me. Yeah.
Good.
A lot of the Cowboys.
Maybe this show has a chance.
a lot of the Cowboys follow me.
Do they?
Yep.
I don't know why.
What you mean? You don't know why?
Yeah, they just want to see what hate you're spitting today.
No, they know I got love for them. Me and Mike go back a long way.
Mike who?
Mike Irvin.
Oh, so do I. I go back way before you.
Me and Emmett used to roll hard. I ain't gonna say nothing, Emmett. Keep that between us.
That's not true. No.
Okay, that's probably
back in the early
'90s.
Emmett.
From
Tell
us
about Daytona.
today, are the Rockets done after their loss?